Last year's Gator Bowl on CBS was one of the best of the entire bowl season, with West Virginia coming back to beat Georgia Tech. This year should be very fun to watch as well. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz, glad to be with you on CBSSports.com. It's Texas Tech from the Big 12 against Virginia from the ACC. And for more, we turn to Spencer Tillman from Houston, Emmanuel C. down there in Jacksonville as they break down the Gator Bowl on CBS on New Year's Day. And Spence, last year you saw a fantastic player and performance in Calvin Johnson with Georgia Tech and a great offense in West Virginia. But this year it seems more like it's Texas Tech's offense against Virginia's defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Graham Harrell, the quarterback for Texas Tech, is going to bring that spread formation to bear, and it's very difficult to stop as well. It's not unlike Hawaii's in this regard, that you're going to be spread by the formation and skill position players. I will say this, though, what they have to work with, Texas Tech at wide receiver, and Michael Crabtree is better than anybody's in the country. I mean, the Blitnikoff Award winner is an outstanding player who's playing his best football coming into the season. And the only question is, when you have that kind of layoff for a rhythm-based attack like this, you wonder what kind of impact it's going to have. They would much rather continue to play, ending their season, of course, with the win over Oklahoma November 17th. And so that time off may impact them in an adverse way. We'll see.
Spence, is Crabtree the best freshman wide receiver you've seen in a long time?
Oh, he's the best receiver this year in the NCAA, bar none. He's the best freshman receiver I believe we've had in the last 60 years. He's that good. And the thing about it is he doesn't have great numbers in measurables in terms of height. He's only about 5'11", 6 foot tall, around 205 pounds, so he's a little bit stocky. But what he has is tremendous instinct. He reminds me of Jerry Rice in this regard. I'm not comparing him to Jerry Rice. I'm saying he reminds me in his functional speed. Not the fastest guy in the world, but come Saturday, nobody beats this guy because he wastes no steps in his motion. He comes out of his breaks extremely clean. He does not make poor decisions with respect to the reads, which is critical in this system. You make proper reads, the quarterback throws on time. This offense is impossible to stop.
And they just come out chucking the football, throwing it. And one of the ways to stop it, though, Spence, is to get to Graham Harrell very quickly. Missouri did it earlier in the season. They got to Graham Harrell. So for that, this is a name that people should recognize. Long, as in Howie Long. His son, Chris, is on Virginia and has been fantastic all season. Put up Chris Long and the rest of the front seven for Virginia. Can they slow down to some extent? I know it's impossible to stop what you said, but can they slow down this Texas Tech defense? Texas Tech
physically,
offense?
we know physically they can get the job done because they were an outstanding defense all year long, but they've not seen anything like this, okay? And so when you look at it, it's a mindset. We cannot get frustrated because Graham Harrell's going to get rid of the ball. He's going to get rid of it quickly. So if we're used to pinning our ears back and getting to the quarterback in conventional offensive formation, that's not going to happen against this bunch. So they've got to be patient, and Long, who's the engine of that defense, has got to be patient. And again, they've got to do some strategic things, maybe get him some width and get those tackles on an island so he can get to the quarterback. And it's kind of a little bit of reverse in thinking. You get wider, and you would think you would need to get closer to the quarterback in order to have a chance to sack him. But I've seen guys have success with that. I was watching Mario Williams of the Texans recently have success getting width to get to the quarterback. So they got to do some things on defense to really give them a chance to be competitive against this Texas Tech offense.
And Chris Long, one of the best in the country this season with 14 sacks. Spence, it's an offense versus defense in this game. The other side, you've got Virginia's offense. Is not prolific. Can they keep up? If Texas Tech goes off, they're not going to keep up with them. But if this game is in the 20s, is Virginia's offense good enough to win?
Oh, absolutely. They're good enough to win. And I think that if they look at the game tape, there are ways to slow down this Texas Tech offense. If you look at the numbers from Michael Crabtree, their Blitnikoff Award winner, he had 17 touchdowns through his first 6 games and just 4 in the last 6. There's a reason for that. Teams didn't necessarily double coverage him as much as they changed the way they dropped in their zones. So the path that you take in your zone drop coverage is really key to stopping this. At least it's key to determining who's going to get the ball. And by virtue of that, you can eliminate the most prolific player at that position this year, over 1,800 yards receiving, which is unbelievable. I'm still trying to find a way to comprehend those numbers for Michael Crabtree. They're so gaudy. But there is a way to slow it down, but you're not going to stop it.
And, of course, the other way to slow it down is to keep it off the field, and that would be the job of Jamil Sewell. All right, Spence, it's a game you'll be there, and, of course, with Tim Brando as well. Should be fun. Hopefully it's better weather than what you had last year in Jacksonville. Who wins the game?
I think Texas Tech is going to win this ball game. I think they're coming into it with a lot of confidence, and I just think the unfamiliarity that Virginia will have to deal with is going to put them at a great disadvantage.
All right, sir. We will see you on CBS at 1 p.m. Eastern, New Year's Day. And, of course, it's been fun all season long. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to next season as well.
You bet, Jason. We'll see you.
Folks, for more on the Conaca Minolta Gator Bowl or any others here on all throughout the bowl season, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com and watch everything else on the CBS Audience Network. For Spencer Tillman, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.